Hi everyone, I'm Amber and this is my video series Cosplay Life. I'm hesitant to call this video series a vlog because I'm not going to be talking about updates in my daily cosplay life or what I'm working on or anything like that. I don't really think a ton of people are interested in hearing stuff like that, but I also have my own blog about it. If you are interested, you can check it out at cosplaylife.blogspot.com. It has kind of irregular updates about once a week. I'm really bad at updating it regularly. I usually only update it when I actually do something, which, let's face it, isn't that often because I'm lazy and procrastinate a lot. What I am going to be doing with this video series is just kind of giving my opinion on different cosplay related topics, like different types of cosplay, how normal people react to cosplay, how to get into cosplay. I'm also going to be doing tutorials, stuff like that. To start off, I would like to talk about myself a little bit, just to kind of give you an idea of who I am as a cosplayer. I started cosplaying in 2004, 2005, and I learned how to sew in 2009. I've always made or pieced together my own costumes. I've never bought a costume online or commissioned one from somebody. I don't have anything against that, and I know plenty of people that do buy their costumes online or buy them from other people. I've just never done it myself, so I'm the wrong person to ask, what sites are good or who to commission things from. I've just never done it for no real reason. I don't do a ton of prop making. I'm just getting into it. I've done a lot of research on prop making, but I haven't really had the chance to apply a lot of it to my own costumes yet. I've had between 15 and 20 costumes. I don't know the exact number. I don't have that many anymore because they usually end up getting taken apart or fall apart. Just lost. I actually currently only have one costume right now that I consider complete. All the other ones are in progress. They were completed at one point or another, but I took them all apart because I wasn't happy with them. That happens a lot. So now I'd like to take you on kind of a little bit of a tour of where I do my sewing and some of what the equipment I use is. It's kind of a lot of stuff, so I'm not going to go over everything. I'm sure I'll have another video later talking more in depth about all the stuff I use and what I recommend and what you don't really need and all of that. So, behind me here is my sewing machine, which is covered right now because I haven't been using it that often. It's a Singer Simple, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's very, very simple. It was about $100, which is cheap for a sewing machine. You don't really need a very expensive sewing machine to do cosplay unless you're doing commissions or really, really heavy duty stuff and, cranking out 20 or so costumes a year. I've had this machine since 2009, so 4 years now, and it's temperamental. Any machine you get is going to be temperamental and have its little quirks. This one doesn't like to sew with rayon thread. Go figure. I don't know what's wrong with it. But as long as your machine has the back stitch, which is this right here, you can go backwards, a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch, you're pretty much good to go. Any of this other fancy embroidery stuff, I use it if I'm feeling fancy, but I never need it. On the opposite side of the room from my sewing machine, it's extremely crowded, and I have to move everything to get to anything. Luckily, it's not that hard to move everything. So here I have my ironing board. Obviously, iron. This one collapses, but you'll never see it collapse. You'll see it piled high with projects, but never collapsed. Behind this, push that out of the way. I have my dress form, which it's an adjustable dress form, which means I can change all the measurements on it. Except I kind of haven't gotten the hang of it, so I don't use it that much. I highly suggest learning how to use one, and then getting one, and then actually using it. I'm a really bad example because it kind of just holds my stuff right now. But, that out of the way. This little cart, I have a bunch of patterns. The ones on top are mine, and the ones in the actual cart, which I know is hard to see, but this goes all the way to the floor, and it has wheels on the bottom. The ones in the cart are ones I don't have any use for. They were given to me by a friend of my mom's, and there's just so many of them. There's about 200 patterns in here that I'm probably never, ever going to need, but you never know, I guess. And behind this is my overlock machine, which is usually covered because, like I said, I haven't really been sewing that much, and even when I do sew, I don't use my overlocks that often. Not for any particular reason, I just kind of feel like I don't need it. It's basically for finishing edges or hems that you're gonna tuck under and stuff. I don't know if you see over here projects I'm working on that I cleaned up to look pretty, but kind of just made piles out. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all you need to know about me as a cosplayer and what I do. So I'd really like to hear some suggestions for you guys of stuff you'd like me to talk about or tutorials you'd like to see me do. I do have limited supplies, so I can't do, woodworking tutorial, because if I had woodworking tools, I would have shown you. I will have some videos going over what all the stuff you just saw was and what it, more of what it actually does. So yeah, send me your suggestions, your questions, and I look forward to hearing from you.